What up, Ho Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again. Yo, I've been so busy planning everything for the wedding. We have 1,001 things. What?
Fuck you. Fuck you, fucking piece of shit. Fucking whore. You
Hey,
bastards.
hey.
Whole lot of
Hey,
you.
asshole. Hey, asshole. Get out of here. So, if you haven't seen it already, make sure you hop on over to Chavez's channel and watch deaf people teach us bad words in sign language, because that movie is great. As you can see, Chavez has just like blossomed, okay? He's fully embraced the ASL bad words lifestyle. So anyway, but yeah, so like I was saying, I've been so busy with everything, like with the wedding, and I work 2 jobs now. So but rest assured, I'm going to get back into doing everything on schedule. Y'all have been yelling at me about the weekly Twitter advice. It is coming back, okay? It's coming back. Please chill, okay? Stop yelling at me. I am sensitive. I am a fragile flower, and I have feelings, and I'm a person too, and I will stop letting you down, okay? But anyway, we are here to watch Reddit Awards r/shower thoughts. So let's see. You know, this shit always confuses me because I don't be thinking about shit in the shower except what I have to do after I get out the shower. God damn it, play, you motherfucker.
The first person who inhaled helium must have been so relieved when the effects wore off.
Yeah.
As a kid, you are bullied by people who don't like you and your friends are nice.
Right.
Once you're older, you're bullied by your friends and people who don't like you are nice.
True facts.
If you die on your...
But my friends are also really nice to me. They threw me a surprise birthday party, and it was great.
back and it's freezing out,
Shouts out to Miss Lasco and Dr. Realness.
you could see your last breath. They
Wow,
put music
why?
from the 50s and 60s in medicine commercials to appeal to the older generation, meaning sometime in the future Despacito will be playing on
Ha!
a commercial for laxatives.
That's fucking hilarious. What a
rappers
hilarious
get faced with
concept.
twos, all they're saying is that they're successful enough to never have to try to get a normal job.
True facts.
If the thumb is not a finger, then there is no middle finger. Somewhere in
Don't do
Gotham
this to
City
me.
is a group of stoners wondering if Batman could also be Bruce Wayne. No matter how much you slept, waking up 5 minutes before your alarm makes you
True
feel cheated out.
facts. Yo, I could sleep for 12 hours,
After
and if
the
I
whole
woke up
night's
before my
rest.
alarm, I'd be pissed.
Wearing running clothes is only important so people know it's your hobby. If you go running in normal clothes, everyone wonders what you're running for.
Ha.
Sparkling water tastes like when your foot falls asleep and you begin to move it around.
Ha! That's hilarious. What a hilarious
Beanbags aren't just
concept.
boneless sofas.
No,
In one
don't do that.
generation we went from, watch your mouth around grandma, she's from a different time, to, don't mind all the stuff grandma says, she's from a different time. Given that tickling yourself does not work the same as someone else tickling you, we really lucked out with masturbation. If you're no longer covered by your parents' health insurance, your manufacturer's warranty is over.
Ha.
If reincarnation is real, then maybe flies and other bugs are purposefully annoying because they want to get killed and get reincarnated as something better. People who make advertisements for girls' toys don't seem to have any idea how girls play with them. Barbies don't
Not
have
at all.
nice civilized tea parties and talk about boys. It's more like Game of
Yeah,
Thrones,
yo,
except
bitches be
everyone is a
dying.
lesbian.
Fucking, you know, it'll be like a murder scene, and Barbie will be like, well, what this is clearly the work of the serial killer so-and-so. Meanwhile, Ken is over here having an affair with so-and-so, and Barbie walks in, and she's like, she knows about the affair, but she loves Ken so much, and her parents would be so disappointed if they split. Girl, and then don't let the Bratz dolls get involved. Damn.
It's a special kind of gratification when the slow car you're stuck behind turns away and you speed up. To show
Yes.
the people behind you that you
It
weren't the
wasn't
one
me,
clogging
nigga.
up traffic. Being attracted to people who wear glasses is the one fetish for physically impaired that's socially acceptable. There's a scene in Forrest Gump showing that he made a ton of money from Apple stock purchased in the 70s. When we saw that scene in 1994, we all thought, too bad we missed the boat on that one. Virtually all of the tough guys you see in TV and movies were theater majors in college. Accidentally opening Apple Maps is the GPS equivalent of accidentally opening Internet Explorer.
That's hilarious.
A successful marriage ends with...
I don't personally use an iPhone, so I didn't even know there was an Apple Maps. Y'all don't never talk about that shit. Y'all will talk about everything else having to do with having a fucking Apple product, but y'all don't ever talk about your shitty shit. Ever. I'm eating beans.
Person die. Maybe dogs bring home sticks because that was bred into the mauve millennia of humans needing wood for fire. 300 years ago, if you had something that was made in China, everyone would be really impressed. Dragons would think it's cool that we create water in our mouths.
I don't think
the
they
human
would.
race is so good at evolving it literally turned depression into a joke to cope with depression. Every event in your life has led you to see this post. New parents can tell their children that they were ordered from Amazon and delivered via drone.
Yo,
for humans,
it would be believable.
It's a beautiful, colorful season. For plants, fall is probably a terrifying season of mass death. In pay-to-win games, the top scoreboard is filled with losers instead of winners. People will hit snooze to get that desperate final 3 minutes of sleep, but stay up hours too late the night before for no reason.
True
NASA
facts.
are actually aliens stuck on Earth figuring out how to get home using primitive technology.
That is a good concept, and I want to read a book / see a movie about that. Somebody should make that. Somebody should make that happen. And I want black astronauts, damn it. We
Using
deserve.
jump scares in horror movies to scare people is like tickling people watching comedies to make them laugh.
Stupid.
Telling a suicidal person to hang in there is probably bad advice.
Wow.
It-
Wow, okay, they went there.
It's
Okay.
2018 and you can't unpress an elevator button. Being fat is the only problem you can run from. There's an incredibly small chance that a cheeseburger could have cheese made from the beef's mother's milk. Mount Everest grows by ½ an inch per year, so every time someone summits they break the record for highest mountain ever climbed.
Really? I didn't fucking know
Sleep
that.
is strange. You wear designated clothes to a designated place where you unconsciously lay while vividly hallucinating for hours.
Y'all wear clothes? Like designated clothes? I just toss on a t-shirt. It could be any t-shirt. Like what? I'm so confused. No, I guess that's technically designated, but like it's not. It could. I wear the t-shirts that I wear to bed out in public, so I don't know. That point, I don't
Always
think I
run
agree
from the
with.
scene of a crime carrying a fire extinguisher. Nobody stops a man running with a fire extinguisher.
Okay, I feel it.
In the future there will be historians that specialize in memes.
Ha.
Many
I wanna be a
people
meme
have
historian.
no problem believing they didn't exist before their birth but can't fathom not existing after their death. At some point in history a man heard a parrot speak a human language and had to convince everyone that the bird spoke to him. In the car's universe a dealership is like a slave trade.
What?
One pillow is too low but 2 pillows is too high. Someone was able to invent the
said
internet
2
without
pillows?
needing to
Bitch,
look
I got
anything
8
up on
pillows
the
right now.
internet. As someone with a bad memory I wish I could Google things that happened in my life. Ducks can swim, fly and walk on land. They have access to all terrains. They are the ultimate animal. English is a language where meat and grape don't rhyme but pony and baloney do. Why
I hate the word baloney a lot,
does food taste
just in case anybody was wondering.
totally different cold? Is heat a flavor? Maybe.
Is heat a flavor? Is it? Is it?
We enjoy the sound of rain hitting car roofs or windows because we have been conditioned to feel safe when we are safe from the element.
Okay.
About every 15 minutes there is a wave of people being woken up by alarms. 5 minutes later another wave of slightly less motivated individuals wakes
Yes.
up for the second time.
5 minutes later, me.
People don't have a strong intuitive sense of how much bigger 1 billion is than 1 million. 1 million seconds is about 11 days. 1 billion seconds is about 31.5
Yes,
years.
that's why when we talk about
People
billionaires
who
and
are
billionaires,
5'8"
that's just
are also
crazy.
technically 420. One day in the future going to the moon will become that boring science class field trip that everybody has to take in high school.
Ah.
For some reason your brain is disturbed by nightmares even though it literally decided to create them. How old were you when you realized that the game tag stands for touch and go?
That's not fucking true.
I was today years
I don't think that's fucking true. I think that's a lie.
old. You've never seen your face in person, only in pictures and reflections.
Well, you know, let me just pull my eyeballs out so I can look at myself.
If you draw -2 plus equals on your pillow with your finger, it will sound like Chim Chimney from Mary Poppins.
It does. Huh.
We have no idea how far numbers go, but we do know that 0 is in the middle.
True.
Swimming is using every muscle in your body to not drown and die. Yet it's considered a fun recreational activity by most. In school, the older kids always seem tall, but when you get there you don't feel taller. We currently know more history than anyone in history ever knew.
Yes.
There will be
which is such an amazing concept. Like,
thousands of random thoughts people have had about you you'll never know about. Rap
don't do
battles
this
are
to
just
me.
two men reciting poems they wrote about each other.
I want to take a screenshot of this and send it to all of my friends who rap, because that's fucking funny.
You'll never wash the old water out of the cup with new water, then put newer water in the cup.
What?
11 a.m. to 12 a.m. is 13 hours. You can't explain how magic works, because if you know how it works, it's
not
science.
magic.
We went from hunting mammoths to not being able to stand near a cockroach.
Joke's on you. I'm scared of large things and insects. I would have been useless as a cave woman.
One day the internet will be older than every living human.
Ew.
Your eyes never stop seeing. You just cover them with a flap of skin sometimes. The voice in my head curses a lot more than I do.
Huh?
The only person
That's
who
not
still
true.
thinks about that cringy thing you did 10 years ago is you. The internet connects people at a long distance but disconnects people at a short distance. Everybody wants to park their car in the shade, but nobody wants to plant a tree.
That shit sounds like some shit fucking like Jaden Smith would say.
Your tongue is sitting in a dark damp cave surrounded by objects that can crush it. It sucks how the rest of your life and career depends on your most immature years. It's weird how red and lead rhyme, and so do weed and lead, but red and lead don't rhyme, and neither do weed and lead. The number of people older than you is constantly shrinking with nothing increasing it.
How are people older than you? Yeah. Yeah. True facts.
No one knows the loneliest person.
Ha! That's true. No one knows the loneliest person. Does the loneliest person even know that they're lonely though? Because if you're the loneliest person, right, then like you've never been around people. So then are you really lonely? So is there actually a loneliest person? I feel like this is a good question. That was a lot. Some of those I feel like were whack, but a lot of them were actually pretty fucking good. The one about the mammoth and the cockroach fucking got me, yo. Cause I'm legit terrified of bugs, homie. Like, your girl don't do bugs. I've literally almost like gotten hit by a car because I stepped into the street to avoid like a bug, to avoid a bug coming towards me. It was like that crazy. So nah. I would rather hunt a woolly mammoth, yes. Anywho's in, peace out, Hope Biscuits. It's Skittin' Lit.